140 passengers sitting on an American airline. Notice that even after 15 minutes of the takeoff, the plane is not gaining much altitude. Just when the passengers were noticed this, all of a sudden the pilot rang the announcement bell. Soon after, the pilot broke a critical news to 140 passengers. Welcome back again to Digital Diaries video. Viewers, on 21 September 2005, the flight of American airline JetBlue Flight 292 was ready for departure from the Californian city of Burbank. It was 3 p.m. and the flight was about to take off at 3:15 p.m. for New York. Everything was going according to the plan. 140 passengers boarded the plane, and airline crew had loaded all the luggage. They were waiting for the signal from the control tower. At 3 p.m. sharp, the pilot of the plane, Captain Scott, was given the green signal from the control tower to take off. And exactly 2 minutes later, at 3:17 p.m., the plane bid farewell to the Bangkok airport. Neither the pilot nor the crew and the 140 passengers boarded the plane knew that they were about to witness the most horrendous situation of their lives. Just 15 minutes later, all the passengers noticed that the plane is not gaining much altitude. Soon Captain Scott made an announcement. When he said, "We are facing technical difficulties." Listening to this, all the passengers got pinched. Some said one engine of the plane has failed, and some said maybe engines have lost power to gain altitude. But the actual situation was more grievous. Half an hour passed since the plane take off, but still it was flying over California. Again the pilot announced that we are getting some worrying signals from the landing gear. Even the pilot had no clue about these warning signals. What must have been the problem with the landing gear, for which the system of Flight 292 was giving continuous warnings? Captain Scott was quite distressed, not able to figure out the problem, and that was the reason he did not want to gain much altitude. The pilot wanted to see the landing gear anyhow, so that he would assess the danger. And to know this, he diverted the aircraft toward Long Beach Airport and lowered the altitude even more. The control tower of Long Beach Airport had a look at the landing gear by zooming the camera onto it. They found that nozzle was rotated 90 degrees to the left. Now it was clear that either they have to crash land or perform an emergency landing. The control tower gave him another bad news. They informed him that local news channel of Long Beach has recorded the landing gear footage of Flight 292, and now it is being broadcast live on the American news channel. Not only that, the passengers would see this news on their TV sets. It has been 50 minutes since the JetBlue flight take off, and the plane was continuously circling over California. There was no way to turn the landing gear. If the aircraft is attempted to land in this situation, the fire resulting from the friction might reach the fuel tank, and it can have dangerous consequences. Astoundingly, there were 14,000 kg of jet fuel present in the plane. That means the weight of the jet fuel was equal to 12 Ferrari cars. With so much fuel, it could carburet the plane if it catches even a spark of fire. But Captain Scott was smart. He decided to empty the fuel before landing, so that he flew the plane over the sea for 3 hours. Now the plane had fuel left only to have half an hour of flight. This last half an hour was very important for JetBlue Flight 292 and its 140 passengers. The pilot decided to crash land his plane at the Los Angeles airport, because Los Angeles airport was the nearest. Captain contacted the Los Angeles tower and told them to be ready for any kind of situation. Captain switched the television sets of passengers who were watching this whole situation live on their television sets. It was an emotional moment for everybody. A person recorded the entire situation on his camera and also recorded a video message for his family. JetBlue Flight 292 was now under the radar of the Los Angeles tower, and the airport crew made all the preparation to save the aircraft. From fire trucks to ambulance, everything was ready. The airport tower contacted the pilot of the plane, Captain Scott, for the last night and gave the green signal for the landing. Soon after getting the green signal, the pilot requested all the passengers to get into the crash position. Sitting in this position during the collision, one can save themselves to a certain extent. It is also called brace position. The plane had reached the Los Angeles airport runway. The pilot, with his great maneuvering skills, touched the rear landing gears of the plane. and gradually lower the speed, and finally the pilot made the front landing gear to touch down. And it happened that we have been apprehensive about. As soon as it touched the ground, the landing gear caused terrifying fire due to friction. The fire was so severe that passengers inside also felt the heat. But soon everything became quiet, and the plane came to a halt. It was that moment when the pilot, crew, passengers, and entire America watching the event live got a sense of relief, and one by one the passengers were evacuated. The friction was so severe that the wheel of the front landing gear got halved. During the investigation, it was found that the lock present in the front landing gear, which prevents the wheel from spinning. As the lock got broken, the landing gear turned 90 degrees soon after the takeoff. Because of the pilot's extraordinary skills, not a single person got any injury. Hope you will like and share this digital diaries video. We will meet you in another amazing video.